Hello and welcome students. This is the final part of your revision series. Today we'll see the last module, module 5 of life skills subject for S4, Civil, EEE and ECE. I'm your teacher Rizayat Rahim, Assistant Professor in the MBA Department of Srinarayan Institute of Technology, Adur. The key highlights of this module are the important topics, the brief description how to write in the examination, and finally the link to the university notes in the end by the end of the video. Right, so let's see this one by one. This module is comparatively smaller than all the rest of the modules that we have learned in life skills syllabus, but they are very powerful terms and very powerful module because it deals with leadership, and you have to learn clearly the styles and types differently. So let's see one by one what are the important topics. Leadership framework. When this kind of a question is asked, how to analyze leadership, draw a leadership framework or analyze a leadership framework, when these two terms are there, then you have to draw the diagram. After drawing the diagram, you have to give the description. So leadership framework has followers, the leader, the situation. So draw the diagram of all these three and then describe them one by one. Next topic would be cultural dimensions of leadership. Cultural dimensions, when you see cultural dimensions, it means you are comparing the culture of the Eastern society with the Western society. So East will be the Asian society and West would be the European society. How leadership is taken in a different context in East and West. Okay, how the leaders impact or how they influence the followers, how even in organizations, even in companies in the Eastern context and Asian companies, what is the relationship between the followers or the subordinates with the superiors, as well as in the Western society, what is the relationship maintained by the subordinates and the superiors, how they deal with the subordinates, whether there is a participation by the subordinates in decisions of the company. All these things are very important. Next one would be leadership traits and skills. What are traits? Traits are qualities, skills are talents. Okay, so traits are qualities or characteristics. So what are the important leadership characteristics that a leader should possess? What are the skills or talents or capabilities that a leader should possess? All these things are given in the notes. Learn them, differentiate them properly, understand them properly. What is the difference between trait and skill? Okay, and then write the answers. So when a question is asked that what are the leadership traits and skills required, draw a tabular diagram and then write in the table and write. Okay, leadership styles. Again, there are 6 styles. If they don't ask you specifically, for example, they may ask for 2 marks, what is the coaching style or what is the coercive style of leadership, then you can write only that. If the question is like what are the leadership styles, then mention all the styles, all the 6 styles, no matter how much mark the question is. The styles, if they ask you leadership styles, it will be a 6 marks, minimum 6 marks question, so answer them accordingly. Then leadership types, you have different leadership types. VUCA, one DART leadership. I have also taken DART, but VUCA is more important. VUCA is like you have volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. You write that terms one by one, give an example of that. For example, during the Cold War between America and Russia, VUCA rose, or during the Civil War, VUCA was made important. Possibly they were thinking of there might be a World War III. So write the context, write the examples. Transformation leadership. Again, you have Mahatma Gandhi, you have Mother Teresa. So transformation leader, who is a transformation leader? Transforms the person or the followers in such a way that the person brings out the best in them. Transaction leadership, again, the normal situation of a employer and an employee relationship in a company. Transaction leadership. Moral leadership, again, moral leaders are those leaders that do things not for them but for others. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, you can write about them in moral leadership. Transformation leadership, you can write about people like Subhash Chandra Bose, or you can write about freedom struggle leaders in the freedom struggle. Right? Turnaround leadership. Turnaround leadership means what are the leadership qualities required to bring a loss-making company out of its problems into a profit-making company. So what kind of leadership qualities are required? That is given in the notes. Please go through that. And the strategies of turnaround leadership, the turnaround leader will, the person's only intention is to make the company profitable. So he will look into the areas which are not performing well. He will do away with those things that are not performing well, or even people, and make a new strategy. Stick on to a timetable, will be always on the go, very active. All those qualities you must write. Okay, so it is, everything is given in your notes. Please go through that, study and write. Leadership grid, again, if that question comes up, diagram is a must. So draw the diagram. After you draw the diagram, describe each and every point in that grid. Okay, so it is a 9x9 matrix, so there are 9 rows and 9 columns. And after you draw the diagram, there are 5 areas, important areas. Describe those 5 areas one by one, right? So this is how you should do your write your topic in leadership grid. So I hope you have understood. Now finally we'll see the link. This is a link to the module. Please click on to this link online. It will take you to the site where you will find the notes on the module. So I hope you have understood the session. Please feel free to ask me any doubts concerning the module or any other modules in the revision series. Thank you very much.